So what is City Council doing right now to address gun violence?
So we're trying to address it on many fronts. So one is through our Public Safety Committee. So they've been working diligently on different issues around body cameras, around trying to figure out what we need as far as resources and tools and resources for our officers as they go out into the field, but also talking to them about how do we diversify the police force in order to make sure that we have representation and the communities feel equal and secure with who they have as community police in their areas. We also have done some community policing policies around those things. So there's numerous of ways that we do it through policy of how we're able to kind of move some things. It's a little bit harder because we can't actually really get into the technicalities of how the police force works and how we can support the community in those efforts. But also we want to make sure that if there's things that are coming out of their victims who are of violence, that we make sure that when we give them a proclamation or a resolution to their family, we also do that as well. We have sympathies that we put for any individual in the city of Wilmington. We put them up on every time that we do our city council meetings. So we do it in different ways. It's just a little bit harder for us. A lot of times it's hitting us also in different ways. I know Councilman Turner also had a shooting in his family also through some of the gun violence happening in the city, as well as others. So I know it's still a really touchy topic for a lot of us also, just because it touches us. I think all of us in different ways of how we've experienced violence in the city also.
And what does it mean to see pieces of the community, people coming together today and really standing by the victims of gun violence?
I mean, this is what we want. Every time that, really in reality, every time that a shooting happens, we want something like this because every life is valuable in the city of Wilmington, regardless of what happened in that scenario. When one of us is a victim, we all should feel it. And I think today was an example of how we show love and support to each other, regardless of our backgrounds and where we come from and our ethnicities, that we actually can come together in unity in this kind of aspect in order to do that. And we thank God that we're able to use the places like here with this Bethel AME Church, which is very supportive of a lot of the things that happen. A lot of times they take a lot of their power hour times over the course of the years, and we hope that and we wish that we didn't have to use this church in this space in order to do that. But we're glad that the Reverend here, is able to really allow us to use the space in this capacity and build the unity that we need within the city.